everybody, Erica Serwin here from Pink Buckaroo Designs. This week I am using the Driving By stamp set. This is a free celebration stamp set. That means you get it free with a $50 purchase. It's in this catalog. It's only available until the end of February 2022. So make sure that you get it before it's gone because it is so cute. It's one of my favorite kinds of stamps, black line images that you can color in with your Stampin' Blends, which are probably my favorite coloring tool of all time. All right, let's get started. I want to point out I'm using a couple of other things. Well, I'll show you those things as we go. Let's start with our little car. We're going to stamp our buggy. Now, my daughter has a Volkswagen Beetle, and she calls it her buggy. So that's what I always call it now. We're going to stamp the buggy in Memento Black on basic white, thick basic white. I prefer to color on the thick colored cardstock. All right, I'm going to take my Flirty Flamingo, and I'm just going to kind of give everything a coating of light Flirty Flamingo. Then we're going to come back in, and we're going to add in some shadows. Now, when you are coloring, you want to think about where the shine might be on your image. Wherever the light source is coming from is where the shine would be on your car. So most of the time, the light is coming from the top. So that's what I'm going to kind of go with. Now, right here with these fenders or wheel wells, I don't know what they're called, they would be overlapping. So there would be a shadow there. There would be a shadow at the door under this little line right here as well. Okay. And now I'm going to take my light and just blend all of that together. I'm going to drag some of that color up. It's going to be lighter at the top. All right, blending it. And you can add as much color as you like. I'm going to keep it kind of light. I like the way it looks, light. All right, now for the windows, let's do light pool party. And I'm just going to kind of do an outline there of the window like that. And then take my color lifter and blend it together. It's not a blender pen, but it does work kind of that way because it pulls those colors together. Now for the tires, I am going to go with Smoky Slate. We do have basic black Stampin' Blends, but they are very dark, which comes in handy like when I was coloring Santa's boots. But for this, I'm just going to go with a lighter gray because I was worried that I would get out of the lines. I don't know, the black is so black. I feel like I have a little less control over it. All right, those bumpers at the front and the back. Now I'm going to take So Saffron Dark and color that first present. And then Flirty Flamingo, color that next present right there. We'll do Pale Papaya. I always want to call it a different name. If you watch my Facebook Lives, you know I call it the wrong name a lot. And then Pool Party right there. Okay, not too difficult. Now I am going to cut this out with one of the beautiful shapes dies. And I have already used these to cut out some others that we're going to use here in a little while. But I'm going to use the largest hexagon to cut our car out. So let me bring my cut and emboss machine. The mini would be fine here as well. The mini cut and emboss machine. All right. We're going to put that right there so that it fits just perfectly. Right there. Let's make sure. It's hard to tell if it's straight with the camera right above me. There we go. All right. Now, before we put that cut and emboss machine away, let's look at what else we need to do. We're going to add some texture to these two, but for the pool party, we're going to use an embossing folder. We're going to use the Hive 3D embossing folder. I thought it kind of looks like hammered metal, which would go nicely with our car. And I cut out a smaller hexagon from Pool Party. Let's run it through and see how it looks. There we go. All right, I think we can move this out of the way. Now for these, we're going to add some texture. I've pulled in some other stamp sets. The first one I'm going to use is the Natural Textures stamp to add just a little bit of texture to our Pale Papaya piece. This is what Stampin' Up! Calls a host set. It's only available when you spend over $150. Then you can get it as one of your free things, free choices. Now we're going to use the star from Hats Off to add some stars, So Saffron stars, to our So Saffron hexagon. I'm just going to go all the way around. Most of this will be tucked in behind our card, so we don't need to worry too much about it being perfect. We just want to add a little bit of pattern to it. All right. Now, another thing I'm going to stamp, I have cut out a banner, if I can get it, from Pale Papaya also. We're going to use another stamp set. This driving by stamp set has 3 sentiments. Aw, thanks. You've got style, driving by to say hi. But I wanted to do something else. I love this stamp from Bragworthy. 5 stars, would recommend you as a friend. I think that's adorable. And I've been looking for a reason to use it. So I think this is a fun card. It looks almost like a car rating, you know. Now, typically I would stamp and then cut. But for the sake of the video, oh, look at that. I cut it first to save time and then stamped it in Flirty Flamingo. All right, this piece right here is a piece of vellum. It's from our Layering Vellum pack in our spring catalog. And it is great because it really will take on the color, whatever color you put behind it. I'm just going with white, but you know, it gives you a lot of versatility. All right, let's put this piece down. This is 2 3/4 by 5 onto a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of Flirty Flamingo. We're going to start with our car as our focal piece. We're going to tuck things behind it, under it, below it. So I'm going to put my dimensionals right in the middle. Let's see, I want to make sure that I have room to tuck those other pieces in. So we're going to start right there, like that. And I think we'll go biggest to smallest. Let's do our star hexagon. We'll put that. See, I even need to lift it a little bit already. Put that right there. Okay. Then we'll do our Pool Party piece. Put that up here. And last but not least, our little Pale Papaya piece right in there. All right, I have cut out a silver foil rickrack using the basic border dies. And I'm just going to add a little bit of Tombow to that. And slide that in. We're going to adhere it just to that Daffodil Delight, or So Saffron hexagon. All right, now let me cut it off to make it even with our piece right there. Now let's bring in our sentiment. Put that right there underneath the car. So the car is resting basically on that. I think our little hexagon needs to come down a little bit. So our rickrack, so it'll show a little bit better. There we go. All right, let's put this on our card base, basic white card base, just a half sheet of cardstock, cut at 4 1/4 inches, and then scored in the middle at 5 1/2. We're going to put this piece on with dimensionals, of course. And last but not least, let's add a bow. This is my favorite twine, black and white twine from the Pets Ribbon Combo Pack. And I just tied a double bow there. And we will put this on right here in the corner like that. And there you have it. I just noticed, look, I did my banner backwards. Oh, well. All right, you guys, make sure you hop back over to my blog, grab that PDF, check out the other ideas, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.